One of the most challenging socioeconomic issues that we're facing today, not just in Lower Mainland, but perhaps across the nation, is the issue of housing affordability. It's a difficult one to tackle. We thought very long and hard about what we can do within the confines of this building and what it represents for the community in a way that is meaningful to address the affordability issue. The City of Port Moody is doing a great job in creating additional rental buildings to bring to the community to try and address this issue. In sort of our perspective, based on the conversations we've had with the community members, we felt that what really ties a person to a community, that sense of belonging to a community, still is really very much entangled with the idea of ownership. Which is why when we went back to the canvas and tried to decide what we were going to do in terms of affordability program, we wanted to have a program in place that really provides an avenue towards ownership. When we looked at ownership, we looked at, okay, so what are the biggest impediments? What are the biggest obstacles in way of ownership for, say, first-time home buyers? And it turns out coming up with a down payment is a big issue. So we've proposed a rent-to-own program. How the program works is that for first-time home buyers, local residents of Port Moody, the program allows them to enter into a sales contract and not have to close on the unit for 2 years. Within those 2 years, they get to live in the building, in their units, and the rent that they pay for the duration of that 2 years gets accumulated and saved up towards their down payment. So you can imagine what that does to a family who is trying to balance the needs of their children, of their family, obviously high cost of living in Port Moody, in Vancouver in general, giving them an opportunity to save up.
Some of the feedback that we received from the community was that it would be great if those units had mortgage helpers. Now, a mortgage helper is pretty common for single-family houses and that type of form of development, which is what most of us are used to. But as you get into this idea of having a large condo, you have to find a way to fit it in, and we've done that by proposing lock-offs.
The lock-off unit is essentially an area within your unit that could be used as a rental suite. So if the owner decides they want to use it to house a teenager or perhaps maybe a senior member of their family who needs to be close to home but yet maintain some independence, they could use it for that purpose. It obviously fosters a sense of community, creates an environment where seniors can live close to their families and yet again have their own independence. Or if they're looking for a way to create some passive income, they could take that unit, lock it off, and rent it.
We feel that the community can really connect with this building.